Hey guys, welcome to 5 Minute Book Reviews. My name is George. Today I'm going to be reviewing Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins. So I did not read this book. I've tried to read this book, but around page 50 it starts getting I just don't understand it. After 50 pages, I'm just like I ask myself when I read this book, when I get around page 50 of this book, I'm like, why? Like, it doesn't show proof of what it's saying, and like, you're not just gonna talk to me. Like, if I have to question, like, bro, where are you getting this information? Then like, I'm not gonna keep reading your book. Like, you're not just gonna say whatever. You have to show proof, kind of some proof. So yeah, I wasn't able to finish reading it, but I've tried and I just haven't been able to. I couldn't. But I did listen to it when I was like 26 years old, like 7 years ago. I remember that I wanted to get it together. I was going through a breakup, and I wanted to have unlimited power, right? I actually wanted unlimited energy. And Tony Robbins is freaking amazing. I recommend his stuff. So yeah, so I was listening to it, and one thing that I do remember that really helped me was there's this part about dieting in this book where he says, "Isn't it great?" He talks about elephants and like rhinoceroses, and he says, "Isn't it crazy?" He says the biggest animals in the world are vegetarians, and I'm like, that makes complete sense. Like, I'm like, I should probably eat more veggies. And I didn't become a vegetarian or anything, but I did start eating more veggies. And yeah, I do remember that any positive book, any uh book that's written by a smart person is going to help you, because it's condensed thinking. It's concentrated thinking, and you're going to get a lot out of it because that person put a lot to the words that you're reading. So I'm not gonna drag on. I have no idea what else to say about this book, but I will say that uh I'll say that Tony Robbins is one of my favorite authors, and yeah, I highly recommend this book. Um, it did put me in a really good mental space, in a really just a healthy mental space. While I was going through something, um, and yeah, check it out. Whether it's audio or I would recommend audio. I don't understand how people can read it. There was this one woman who said that she read the whole thing and it like changed her life, but I'm like, how, bruh? How? Like, I don't know, maybe some people can relate to it. But yeah, it was Tony Robbins' first book. But me personally, I recommend you listen to it on YouTube. There's all sorts of audiobooks from it. And yeah, I can't remember other aspects. I mean, it talks about Tony Robbins' main things like state. I use Tony Robbins techniques, for focusing and for just performing better. I use them every day, and it does talk about state, which is like your emotional state and how to get to a good place there. Oh yeah, it does talk about this thing. It talks about, what's the word? Uh, it talks about being. Oh man, it just aligning. I forgot. There's a certain word that he uses, but if you try to align things in your life, congruent, how, like becoming a congruent person, that's gonna really help. If you try to be congruent, that's gonna really help you. Sorry I can't articulate my thoughts, but it's just what I got from the book. So recommend it. Recommend the audiobook. Peace.